second chance saloon over in the Gold Cup Group C as Honduras look to bounce back up against El Salvador last night in a spicy Central American encounter. Who's going to come out on top? We're going to take a little look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video. Today we're taking a look at Honduras up against El Salvador over in Group B. That's right. Who's going to come out on top? We'll take a little look in just 1 second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button. What's up, short for Blackburn Rovers, Gold Cup, World Football. We're going to all hear under one roof. That's right. Honduras losing big style on the opening day against Canada. El Salvador picking up a cheeky point, but who will come out on top in this spicy encounter over in Group B? We'll get to that in a second. If you're new where you've been, hit the old subscribe. Big shout out to the members and the Patreons who know who you are. So let's get into it and preview this one. It's the Battle of the Flags. Of course, flags very similar, these two sides. But they're coming at you over in Group B. Honduras with the kick-ass logo, that's right. They're coming at you as preliminary round winners, securing their spot back in the 25th of March 2025. They've been 17 times in the past, 23 times in total in the old school versions. They were here back in 2023. They've never, though, won this new rendition of the trophy, but they came runners-up back in 91. They did win the old version back in 1981, and they're ranked currently with 75 in the world according to FIFA. My expectation was quarterfinals, but right now, I'm thinking I may have to revisit that. This is the squad then for Honduras. The likes of Menyavar between the sticks, Lopez as well. Meanwhile, into the defensive ranks, Maladonno's in there, Montes, Christopher Melines as well. Luis Vega also competing in amongst it. Into midfield, likes of Kevin Arriga, Jorge Alvarez, Alexander Lopez. Up top, Luis Palma, Anthony Lozano, Romel Quinto. Meanwhile, this is the lineup we could expect from Honduras, the likes of Menyavar between the six, Rosales, Montes, Vega, Melendez, then into midfield, the likes of Flores, Arriga, with Palma, Vega, Cuito supporting Lozano in the attacking ranks. But coming into this, they're on the back of a 6-0 loss to Canada in the opening day. Prior to that, a win over Antigua and Barbuda there to get themselves closer in the World Cup qualifiers. El Salvador next with Curacao on the horizon. It's not over yet, but definitely on the back burner here after a drubbing by Canada. El Salvador on the flip side, though, maybe in a better position moving forward. Coming at you as CONCACAF Nations League B Group A winners, securing their spot back on the 17th of November 2024. They've been here 14 times in the past, 20 times in total in the old school version of this trophy here. Their last was back in 2023. They've never best the quarterfinals in this new rendition, but they've been there quite a few times back in 02, 03, 11, 2020, 2013, 2017, and 2021. They were runners-up, though, in the old school bad boy version of this back in 63 and 81. They ranked 81st also in the world, according to FIFA. My expectation was group stage exit. The likes of Mario Gonzalez between the sticks, Benny Bolas, then the likes of Brian Tamacas, Alexander Larin, Diego Flores competing for defensive spots. There's Harold Osario, Darwin Serin, Santos Ortiz in the midfield spots then, and up top Brian Gill leads the charge with Rafael Tejeda, goal scoring machine, as an option off the bench. But these are the guys right here right now. Gonzalez in between the six, Roland, Dominguez, Cabaceta, Tamacascos there, Minerva, Aurelina, Ladeverde, Henriquez, Perez, and Gill up top. That's El Salvador for you, and they're coming into on the back of a 0-0 draw against Curacao, puts themselves in third spot. A win here puts them on 4 points. Canada's going to be tough, but 4 points could be enough. And again, right now, that point against Curacao could be a massive game changer for them moving forward. So take a look at the match itself then, coming at you at the Shell Energy Stadium. Honduras under Ronaldo Rueda, just one defeat in the last 5. Up against El Salvador and Yamilio Gomez, both Colombian coaches there. El Salvador unbeaten in the last 5, but 4 draws over the last 5 maybe could be the a precursor to what we're going to get out of this game. They played 21 times, these two nations, since 2009. 12 wins Honduras, 3 wins El Salvador. There's been 6 draws. Honduras have a 4-0 win on the record. They've got 33 goals in those 21 games. That works out around about 1.57 goals a game on average. El Salvador with a 2-0 win, that's been their highest. 18 goals scored in the 21 games, 0.86 goals a game. Now, the bookies have Honduras 6-5 on for the victory, despite that 6-0 drubbing by Canada. El Salvador with a 7-2, 23-10 is the draw. The public vote has Honduras in charge, 53% of the vote. El Salvador, 40%. The draw is at 7. Still early doors in that public vote, so make sure you check that out. But what about me? It's all about me here, guys. It's fun. Me. What do I think will happen in this game? Well, Honduras should be, on paper, the better side. El Salvador, however, also coming into this with a good bit of form. Draw specialist. It can lean towards a draw, which doesn't, I don't know, who does that suit the best? Probably Honduras, it suits the best, with El Salvador taking on Canada next. Honduras with a point with Curacao last. It's very much up in the air. I'm going to lean towards a Honduras victory here, a bounce back, a fight back, and of course put them in a good position with Curacao last. El Salvador will then need to get something and probably a win really against Canada to get themselves in a position to get to the quarterfinals. But who knows? It's a tight game. Could go either way. The bookies also think the public vote a little bit undecided. So let me know your thoughts and opinions about this game as we look forward to it. Until then, we're done.